This segment of Panther Sports Talk is brought to you by CFU, the power of service.
UNI had two freshmen wrestling in their first NCAA championship. One of them had a bit of a homecoming this weekend in Oklahoma City. Cooper Moore wrestled his high school career for Jackson County Central in Jackson, Minnesota, but he was born less than 100 miles from Chesapeake Energy Arena, this weekend's site for the championships. He had many family and friends make the trip, and in a season that included a win over third-ranked Stephen Monk of North Dakota State, Cooper Moore wanted to make his first appearance a big one.
Continuing the winning trend on Thursday morning, Cooper Moore started his NCAA championship off with a grinded-out battle against Nebraska's Austin Wilson. Moore used a takedown and then controlled the rest of the match to lock up the 5-3 win in his first match of the tournament. Moore, the number 10 seed at 165 pounds, then squared up with the number 7 seeded Pierce Harger of Northwestern and was handed his first defeat, going down 7-1.
I thought Cooper wrestled well. He hit two great attacks and finished both of them. We don't want to have that guy in on our legs at the end of the match. That's not a situation where he can tie it. So widen the gap a little bit more, but just continue to stay on his offense. He hit a couple great attacks. I thought he looked really solid.
Cooper Moore's first championship ended on Friday at the hands of Santiago of Rider University. The 9-6 defeat saw a valiant effort from the young Panther, but it left Cooper Moore wanting more out of his NCAA experience.
After winning his second MAC championship, Joey Laser seemed more determined than ever to make it past the round of 12 and onto the All-American podium for the first time. The senior competed in his second NCAA championships and used his experience from last year's at Wells Fargo Arena to try and push himself onto the stand and achieve a goal he's had on his bucket list since he was a little kid.
In Thursday's opening rounds, Laser came out like a senior looking to write a fairy tale ending. His opening match rolled North Carolina State's Sam Spino down to a 6-0 victory to earn himself a matchup with 6-seeded Chris Dardanes of Minnesota. Points were flying onto the board for both wrestlers early before coming down to the final seconds, in which Joey Laser completed the takedown and the upset win by a score of 10-8 to remain alive in the championship bracket at 141 pounds.
That's a huge swing right there from going to riding the guy out to be up 5-0 to 5-2. But he found a way to win, man. So let's give him credit. He moved on.
The prize for Laser after defeating the number 6 seed, third-seeded Zane Rutherford of Penn State. Friday's match did not start as well for Laser, as he would end up falling 5-2, which left him needing to win his evening match to reach the All-American podium. In a very low-scoring battle at 141 pounds, Joey Laser wound up winning a 1-0 decision over Hofstra's 8th-seeded Luke Vaith, as his escape point was the decider. He finished his Friday action with UNI's brightest match of the day, putting his opponent on his back and delivering the pin over Michigan's Stephen Dutton.
I felt awesome. 18 years in training since I was a little guy. That's what I dream of, and finally accomplished it. Feels great.
In a high-scoring opening match with 9th-seeded Evan Henderson of North Carolina, Laser went back and forth in a dramatic battle that ended up with Laser losing 11-8. The loss meant a 5th-place match, which Laser had to medically forfeit. But his All-American finish is a true testament to a senior doing everything he can to reach his goal.